Hi Connor, how are you? Hi Lemons. Hi Eric. Hi Gabriel. Hi Justin. Hi Celia. Hi Lonnie. Hi Wookie. Hi Jim. Hi Ladybug. Welcome in everybody. Hi Lex. Welcome in everybody. Happy Thursday. Thank you, Danny. I love that little rocket. Welcome in everybody. My name's Devin and this is Porch Lore. Hi Heather. I read spooky bedtime stories to help you relax your nervous system and fall asleep. Nope, not too late at all, Jamie. Welcome back. I haven't even asked yet, so go ahead. Yeah, guys, if you'd like to write your story requests in all capital letters in the chat, I will write them down and then we can vote on them. Happy Thursday. Thank you, Heather. Amanda, I leave next, or Anna, sorry. Anna, I leave next Wednesday. Thank you, Anna. I'm very excited, and I'm going to go live while I'm there. So I'm hoping to share some of the trip with you guys. Hi, Rich. Well, Gabriel, the whole list is on the Discord, so you don't have to try to remember them all. Hi, Miss Mystic. Hi, Sam. Yeah, Holly, like on Wednesday, I have a layover at the airport for like 3 hours. And it's like literally during the time I do Witchy Wednesday. So I was like, well, I need to look up and make sure you can live stream at the airport, but I'll just go find a corner and like hang out with you guys. Hi, Heidi. Hi, Cam. Hi, Blake. Hi, Diana. That's good, Rich. Thanks, Gabriel, but I don't choose. You guys do. Hi, Archangel Michael. Thank you, Heidi. James, tell your mom we said happy birthday. I will, Blake. Grab a beanbag chair. Grab a hammock. Oh no, Grimathy. Hi, Grandma Mimsy. Hi, Rabbit Hole. Grimathy, that's funny. All right, you guys, I'm going to set up the first poll. And if you guys could do me a big favor, could you hit that share arrow in the bottom right hand corner? And there's a little yellow circle with 2 arrows chasing each other. Oh, Sherry, I hope your aunt feels better. We love you. And there's that yellow circle with the arrows chasing each other says repost. And that puts the live into your friends' FYPs, and it helps us grow the beautiful porch. And you can do it and undo it and redo it every once in a while if you'd like throughout the night. It does help reset the algorithm. Thank you so much. Hi, David. Welcome in. My name is Devin. Welcome to the porch. I tell spooky bedtime stories to help you relax. Grab a beanbag chair and join us. If you like Are You Afraid of the Dark, Goosebumps, So Weird, X-Files, anything like that, Twilight Zone, you will like it here. All right, guys, I'll be right back with the first poll. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Deborah. You got Uncrustables, Elizabeth? Hell yes. Which flavor? Me too. I loved Fiona and So Weird. She was so cool. Mary, thank you. Hi, Riverman. I rewatched the show as an adult, and I was like, I'm pretty sure a lot of my sassy ass attitude was because of Fiona. Like, she made us girls feel like it was okay to be like that. You know what I mean? Like, she was extremely outspoken and stubborn and opinionated and smart and unapologetic about it. And I feel like she's an unsung kind of like hero for young girls because she was awesome. And she didn't put up with shit. She was like effortlessly cool. She was just so cool. Grimathy, what are you talking about? All right, you guys, the first poll is ready. And we have The Last Summer Carnival. Hi, Carrie. Thank you, Dennis. We have The Last Summer Carnival, The Thomas House, The Bottle Trees, The Summer After College, and Ash Grove. You can vote in the top left-hand corner. There is a blue box, and you can vote up to 50 times, and you can vote for more than one story. Who's it gonna be, guys? Cody said, and I flew in like a G-say. You're so funny, Cody. Good evening, Tanya. Oh my gosh, Blake, thanks for the watermelon slide. I love that. That one's really cute. Oh, the person that read? No, that was Trey. Be like Trey. Trey reads the banner. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, it's Trey. I love watermelon too. So good. Eric, thank you for the beautiful fireworks. James, thanks for the cute hippo. Hi, Rochelle. Oh my gosh, Liv, seriously? Oh my gosh. Oh, porch baby. Girl, you're so pretty, by the way. You are so crazy pretty. I just pulled up your profile. Holy shit, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. And congratulations. Porch baby is 35 weeks. Hi, Steven. Hi, AMG. Porch baby's 35 weeks today, you guys. Yee! You're so cute, Liv. I just looked at your profile. You're so pretty. Your face is so, like, perfect. You're so cute. I was like, I pulled it up. I was like, wow. Oh my God, she's so cute. She's so pretty. Of course, Dinah, anytime. So do you have names or are you not sharing them? I know a lot of people don't share them. But you know, I'm just throwing it out there. You can name your kid Lore, and that'd be a really cool name. Oh, you like it, Cody? What, Rich? I said lore, like folklore, like Lore. Data's evil twin brother wasn't named Lore. Charlie for a girl and Hunter for a boy. Cute. Cute names. I used to have the weirdest names picked out. And then I didn't have kids. So like those poor kids don't have to deal with that. Because I had some weird names that I liked. I know, I think Lore is a cool name. All right, the winner is the last summer carnival. I'll be right back with that story. Welcome to the porch. What are they, Gigi? Weird names. Like, I like the name Goran. Goran. I also like the name Tristan. I really like the name Audrey, which isn't that weird. And then, yeah, I just like, like Anastasia and, Guinevere. So weird ones. And Genevieve. And we have a Genevieve that comes in here, and I told her that the first time she came in. I was like, I love that name. Yep, exactly, Rich. I like old names. Like Goran is like a Viking name. So the names I like are very strange. I also like the name Igor. And I like the name Edwin. Those are just terrible. Yes, and I love Tristan so much. I love it because of Tristan and Isolde, but Isolde. But I've always liked that name. Jake, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the porch. I don't really like Edgar that much. I like Igor. Virgil's Jasmine. Virgil. All right, guys, I'll be right back with the last summer carnival. If you could do me a big favor and hit that share arrow in the bottom right-hand corner. There's a little yellow circle. Cody said for lizard. Goran was your ex's name and he was a mini Viking. Yep, there you go. I say it's actually a Viking name. And I just think it's I met a guy when I worked at a tanning salon. And that was his name. And I don't know why, but I really just liked it. And it stuck with me forever. And I've never heard it again. And I just always really liked it. He said Liz, but not for Elizabeth, for lizard. Oh, from Croatia. Okay, so yeah, and the guy that was named Goran, I can't remember, but I think he was also like from another country. So I don't think it's a common name here, but I really like it. You know what's so funny is people who play video games, I feel like they can literally connect anything I say to a video game. Like, it's the funniest thing. Like video game people are like, that reminds me of this game. I'm like, yeah, or it's just real life. Like, what? Like, yeah, you know that games are based off of real life, right? Like, it's the other way around, boo-boo. Real life is what your game's based off of. It's so true though, and it's so cute because I can tell which porch pals are gamers because it's so cute because they'll always find it. And I feel so bad because I don't know shit about games. So I do know the Zelda game though, Rich. That game I've heard of. Zelda I'm aware of, but that's about all I know. I don't know anything about Zelda, but that one I do know of. But it's just so funny and cute to like. It gives away immediately who the gamers are. It's so cute. Oh, they have fairies, Rich? Yeah, isn't Zelda a fairy? Or like something, isn't Zelda like a elf or something like that? I'm just not into video games. I don't dislike them. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate them or have a problem with them or dislike. I just, I'm not like that good at them and I just don't really enjoy them. I can't explain it. I just nerd out on other things. I hyperfixate. I'm too ADD, I think. I hyperfixate and like I can't pay attention to them that long. I don't know. Zelda's a princess, but she does have pointy ears. Okay, so she's an elf. The kids have fairies with them. Robin Williams' daughter's name is Zelda. Cute name. You know that what's his name? Scott Fitzgerald's wife was named Zelda. Zelda Fitzgerald. And my God, she was a crazy, wild, fun lady. She was a hoot and a holler. A hoot and a half. Hi, Chase. Yeah, what will be. And so when I tell people, yeah, I agree, Sam. So when I tell people like I don't like video games, that doesn't mean I like dislike them. They're just not for me. I've never been able to get into them. I've tried a million times. The only thing I will say is when I was a kid, I loved Donkey Kong. Charlotte was my grandmother's name. I used to love Donkey Kong. But specifically the Donkey Kong Country, where he's like on a pirate ship and stuff. Just that one. Really? What would be? Why is that so funny? Why do all video game people who don't like video games only like Donkey Kong? They need to study that. Because that's how they could get us. Because Donkey Kong was the best, and I don't even like games. And every person I've talked to who doesn't like playing games loved Donkey Kong. But that's the thing. Yeah, exactly, Samuel. And it's just not really like, I don't know. It's to each their own. And now there are people who are professional video game players and they make millions of dollars. So to some people, it's not a waste of time. And to some people, they make money off of it and they turned it into you know what I'm saying? So it's like to each their own. But I just have never gotten into them. I just don't find them that fun. I'd rather, and this is the thing, I'd rather go outside and like pet moss and collect rocks and like listen to bird. Like I'm just totally, you know what I mean? I'm not a sit inside and play video games kind of person. That's so cool, Queen CC. He's gonna be like a millionaire. That's so cool. Video game engineers are like geniuses. That's you too, Quincy. Yeah, I'm a nature girly. Yeah, Justin, and that defeats the whole point of being outside. If you're still staring at a screen the whole time, unless you're like, I mean, if you're still appreciating, like if the thing you're playing shows you like, hey, go find a flower, or you know what I'm talking about, and makes you appreciate nature, then totally. But if it's just like where you're still locked into the phone the whole time, there's no point in that. On Taylor, well, you know what? Just space it out. Do like games sometimes, and then one day be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go outside today," and you know what I mean, space it out. Because I'm not like always outside in my free time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch YouTube videos and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I don't, but I'm always like, I found that most of the things I'm drawn to, I'm learning something from. Do you know what I mean? Like, or it's outdoors, and I still feel like I'm learning stuff from outdoors. Nature is badass. And it's also like now, what a time to be alive with the apps and stuff. Back in the day, even like 10 years ago, I used to be like, I wonder what that plant is. Now I don't have to fucking wonder. Boom, take a picture of it. Google Lens is like, this is stinging nettle. I'm like, hell yeah, thanks. And boom, I just learned. So there are ways to use technology, you know what I mean, in ways that are still productive, you know what I mean, like growing. You play Call of Duty. I see a lot of commercials for that one. I used to play Halo in college with the dudes at the frat house who let me park my car at their house. And it was pretty fun. But mostly just because, like, I don't know, it was new and there were cute guys and you know what I mean? You're a data analyst. Okay, Queen CC. Yeah, so you get it. Yeah, for sure, Queens. Yeah, and not most people don't just do it always. I think this is a stereotype. Most gamers I know. Oh, I'm sorry, Tequila. Can you cover yourself up and just like at least lay in the grass or something? Do you know what I mean? But also, oh yeah, I guess it is pretty sunny there. Yeah, Chase, that's like that. I don't even know. Like that's the last game that's even like somewhat modern. That's not Donkey Kong that I played, and that game's like 20 years old, right? So I haven't, but I did see one that I thought was interesting just because it was like my favorite era, and it's based in like 1940, like World War II, but it's like, and it's a really popular one. And some of my friends used to play that, and I would watch, and it was kind of a cool looking game. It was like based in World War II, but it was like nuclear. Is it Fallout? Is that the name of I bet it's Fallout. Is that the name of a game? Fallout? Does that take place in like a vintage world? Yeah, I like that because that's my favorite era. And so that one just caught my eye because it's cool looking, and I like the time period and stuff it takes place in, but I just don't think, even if I played it, I'd still be like, I don't even know what I'm doing. And I don't really want to collect these things. And I'm not good at like Mario Kart. Get it away from me. All of my best friends in high school, all of my friends love Mario Kart. And we got together for a baby shower, and they busted out Mario Kart to play it all again. And I was like, I thought we were finally past this. Come on, because I am so bad at Mario Kart. I don't know why. I'm a great driver. Like, I'm an amazing driver, okay? But not with a remote control car. I crash into the walls over and over. I just can't stay. I can't stay straight. I'm the worst virtual car driver that's ever lived. I hate it. Any other game is better than the driving games. I just cannot control my vehicle. I don't know why. And I'm good at driving a car. Yeah, same, Queecc. Yep, I can whip anything. I used to drive a fucking 1 Series Beamer on the PCH, dude. I know how to drive. And I cannot drive a Mario Kart for shit. My ass is slamming into the walls, totaling, flipping. It is the worst. And I'm like, you know what? I can't do any of those. Yeah, the driving games, I'm so bad. Like GTA, I tried to play that once, ran everything over. I was like, you know what? This is not for me. Which makes no sense because it was frustrating to me because I pride myself in like being a very good driver and like kind of a racy driver, you know, like, and I was like, I don't even get it. Why is this like, why? It's just like I hug the wall. It's like all of a sudden I'm back in the wall. All right. Be right back with the last summer carnival. Yes, Classette, but you can still say them. I'll write them down. Thank you, Maureen. Thanks, Mandy. Thanks, Deborah. Hi, Cassie. Celia, thank you for the welcome Dala. Neil, thanks for the otter. Blake, thanks for the otter and the cozy cryptids. Margaret, thanks for the corn. Hi, Drew. Hi, Crystal. Sam, thanks for the otter. Queen Cece, thanks for the cozy cryptids. Jess, thanks for the cozy cryptids. Submitted for the approval of the Porch Pal Society. This is the tale of the last summer carnival. Thanks, Jess. Thank you, Jess. I love that rocket. It's so funny. It's a lava lamp. Yeah, Jess, it's a lava lamp rocket. It's the funniest damn thing. And I used to have a pink lava lamp in my room from Delia's catalog, and I thought it was so cool. And it was sparkly lava lamp, not like the traditional ones. It's like sparkly pink, kind of looked like that. So I was like, I love this gift. Submitted for the approval of the Porch Pal Society. This is the tale of the last summer carnival. Cassie, that's so cute. Thanks. Oh, I love how you guys had them too. Everybody tell me what color your lava lamp was. Mine was pink glitter. Lulu and I took the long way on purpose. It was late July, the kind of summer that felt endless and indulgent. When responsibilities loosened their grip and the road felt like an invitation. We were halfway through a road trip that had no strict itinerary. Just a vague plan to drive until we were tired and stop when something interesting presented itself. I hope you feel better, Tequila. Windows down, heat humming off the asphalt. The car filled with that sun-baked smell of sunscreen and fabric seats and cheap iced coffee. We were already a little lost when we saw the lights. They appeared suddenly, just beyond the curve of the road. Bright and colorful against the encroaching dusk. Reds and yellows and whites blinking in patterns that felt almost rhythmic. A Ferris wheel silhouette rose above the tree line. Its spokes evenly rotating slow and steady. Thank you, Gwen. Thanks, Jess. There was no sign announcing it. No banners or billboards advertising dates or prices. Just a narrow gravel turnout, and in the distance, the unmistakable glow of a carnival. We hadn't seen another car in miles. It felt spontaneous and perfect in that way only summer detours ever really do. We pulled off without much discussion, gravel crunching under the tires. The heat of the day finally starting to break as the sun slipped lower. The air smelled like cut grass and warm dirt, layered with something sweet drifting toward us, like sugar and oil. The closer we walked, the quieter it became. And then, the carnival music seemed to swell, carried unevenly by the wind. The lights looked older up close, bulbs slightly clouded, wiring exposed in places where it probably shouldn't have been. Still, the place felt alive, busy, full. People moved between attractions, but not in the chaotic way. There was an order to it, a flow that almost felt rehearsed. Like everyone seemed to know exactly where they were going. Their clothes were casual, but oddly timeless. I shrugged it off, though. Because it was really quiet, and I thought maybe it was just a small local thing winding down for the night. The ground beneath our feet was packed dirt instead of pavement, worn smooth by years of foot traffic. I noticed there were no ticket booths at the entrance. We just walked right in. The first game we passed involved glass bottles stacked impossibly high. The attendant stood there motionless, behind the counter, posture straight. The prizes hanging above were sun-faded stuffed animals, their smiles permanently stitched and their fur dulled from exposure. When someone stepped up to play, the attendant didn't move with any of the exaggerated gestures or encouragement you usually see. And the bottles just fell the same way. Every time. As we moved deeper, I started to notice patterns that felt a little off, in small but easy to dismiss ways. Yes, Sam, I've been to it a lot of times. No one carried drinks or food despite the smell of popcorn and fried dough lingering thick in the air. The rides operated continuously, never stopping completely. Their operators switching places seamlessly as if they had rehearsed the handoffs. Faces passed us again and again. Familiar, but without being recognizable. Like we were circling through a limited cast. The Ferris wheel drew us in eventually. From below, the lights were almost hypnotic, rotating in slow, deliberate cycles. Yeah, true, Sam, but I had a lot of fun at the Houston one. The ride operator gestured for us to step forward. The metal seat was warm, and not from the sun, but from constant use. As we rose higher, the carnival spread out beneath us in a neat glowing grid. Beyond its edge, the darkness pressed in. And there were no visible roads, no distant towns, no other lights anywhere on the horizon. Yeah, beignets are amazing. At the top, the wheel slowed, lingering, and from that height I noticed the carnival didn't seem to cast shadows the way it should have. The lights illuminated surfaces, but the ground beneath people's feet didn't. It remained evenly lit and depthless. When we descended and stepped off, I felt a strange relief, like I had been holding my breath the whole time without even realizing it. We wandered past a sideshow tent next, and the canvas was patched and yellowed. The lettering was hand-painted and cracked. Justin. Inside, displays lined the walls, telling stories through photographs and artifacts. Performers and workers were featured prominently, their names written beneath their images. Dates were included. Some spanned decades, others ended abruptly. I noticed that no one seemed to age between the photographs. The faces seemed to remain consistent. Lulu and I looked at each other, weirded out. We didn't say anything about it, but there almost was an unspoken agreement that we needed to just keep moving. This place was weird. The longer we stayed, the more tired we felt, almost like the place was leaching out our energy. We both felt drained. Cassie, I knew what you were talking about. You're so cute. You're so funny. Time felt stretched thin and elastic. I couldn't tell how long we'd been there. Only that the sky beyond the lights never fully darkened or brightened. It just stayed the same. The carnival existed in its own suspended twilight. We passed a row of trailers near the back, their paint peeling, the steps worn smooth. Laundry hung from lines strung between them. And then I realized that I hadn't actually seen anybody leave the carnival. Thanks, Amy. People arrived at attractions, moved between them, but I hadn't seen anybody exit. And that was when the thought crept in that this place wasn't traveling, it wasn't temporary. Near what looked like an employee area, I caught a bulletin board with flyers. They were pinned in neat rows, advertising openings, positions available. Join the family, become part of the show. The language was welcoming but vague. What struck me was the age of the paper. I noticed that some were decades old, layered beneath newer ones that looked identical. In that moment, Lulu and I kind of looked at each other with the understanding that whatever this place was, it wasn't safe, and we should probably get out of here. So we turned back toward the entrance, moving a little faster now, but trying not to draw attention to ourselves. And that was when I noticed the staff was watching us. Not overtly, but just tracking our movements by subtle repositioning to keep an eye on us. We started passing familiar attractions, and we almost felt like we were looping, like the layout of the carnival was changing. Near the Ferris wheel, I swear I saw a familiar face among the staff, someone that I could have sworn we had passed as a guest earlier. And their expression was serene and fixed, their eyes glazed over like they were in a trance. And that's when I started to realize the people working here weren't employees in the usual sense. Hi, Country Raven. They were retained, kept. Recruited into permanence. The carnival didn't hire people, it claimed them. At this point, we broke into a run, pushing past bodies when the exit suddenly appeared. The gravel path reemerged like a lifeline. No one followed us beyond the edge. The lights dimmed the moment we crossed back into the darkness, and the music cut off mid-note. We reached the car breathless. The engine roared to life and I gunned it. As we pulled away, the glow of the carnival receded quickly, swallowed by the trees in the night, as if it had never existed. We drove for miles after that in silence. Neither of us spoke. I think we were both in shock. Later, when the adrenaline faded enough to let the truth settle, we started to put it together. The staff never aged. The job postings never expired. It wasn't a business. It was a waiting room. We never found that carnival again. No matter how much we searched, no maps or local records acknowledged it ever. But sometimes, in the height of the summer, when the night air smells like sugar and oil, I think about how close we came. And I wonder how many others saw those carnival lights and were never seen again. And that's the tale of the last summer carnival. Hi, Songbird. Cassie, you're so funny. Oh, thanks, Megan. Thanks, Liv. Thanks, Tiffany. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Mary. Thank you, Archangela, for the beautiful swan. Thank you for helping me with my gift gallery. I appreciate it so much. You're always so generous. Thank you, Sam. Yes, I loved the Houston rodeo when I lived in Houston. I went like so many times. It was so much fun. Yeah, swans are so cute. Oh, yay, Liv. Woohoo! That's great. Finally on the same time zone. Love that. Thank you, Queen Cece. Thank you, Jess. And welcome in, everybody. My name is Devin, and this is Porch Lore, and I tell spooky bedtime stories to help you relax your nervous system and fall asleep. Oh, thank you, Sunshine. I love the coral. Thank you, Songbird. I'm so glad you feel at home here, Elizabeth. I do write and record. Hi, Liz. I do write and record all of these stories myself. Hi, Jersey. And you can listen to them whenever you would like on my YT channel, as well as any of the podcast streaming sites. Hi, Tiffany. Just look for Porch Lore and you will find me. They have camels you can ride now? Cool. They didn't have that back then. That's fun. But I did get to see Willie Nelson and I was like, oh my God, it's amazing. I'm going to set up the next poll for us to vote. I'm good, Tiffany. How are you? I'm going to set up the next poll for us to vote. Hi, Pixie. And thanks, Teresa. Thanks, Jersey. And if you guys could do me a big favor while I'm setting that up, could you hit the share arrow in the bottom right-hand corner for me? And then there's a little yellow circle with 2 arrows chasing each other that says repost. And that puts my live into your friends' FYPs. And it helps us grow this beautiful porch of ours. Hi, Artem. Also, sharing to your stories and sharing with your friends helps too. And I'll be right back with the next poll. Welcome to the porch. Thank you for the follow, Chase. Welcome to the porch. Oh, Jamie, I'm so glad. Yay. Yeah, Cody, that would be really cool. I know Teresa really has. Thank you, Liz. I love that. Thanks, Pixie. Thanks, Tina. Thanks, Chase. All right, you guys, the next poll is ready. We have the bottle trees, which is the new story of the week. We have the Honey Island Swamp Monster. We have the Clover Door. We have the Appalachian Doppelganger. And we have Ash Grove. Thanks, JRD. Where's Lake Shawnee? You can vote in the top left-hand corner. There is a blue box, and you can vote up to 50 times. And you can vote for more than one story. Who's it going to be, guys? And the winner is the Appalachian Doppelganger. Thank you, Songbird. I love that one. Hi, Maria. All right, you guys. Sarah, Joe, they're all based off of actual reported accounts and folklore that actually exists. So they haven't all happened to me. I do write them in first person because I think it makes it more immersive, but they are all based off of stories that have happened to other people, like things that have been reported, if that makes sense. So if you believe the people, then it's true. Does that make sense? But I used to do a live where I had a panel and people would come up and tell me all of their personal experiences, and I saved all of the recordings. So I use people's stories a lot of time as like my inspiration, because these things actually happened to someone. Did they happen to me in all of them? No, but they definitely, people reported that these things have happened to them, which to me is really cool and creepy. Especially this story. Doppelgangers really creep me out. And so anytime someone has like a weird experience like that, it creeps me out. So yes, these, and also people email me their personal encounters and stories and stuff like that. So all of my stories are pretty much like, I don't create any of these monsters or like anything like that. Like this is all based off of what people have reported. But I will say, like, the things I add is like, if I have like why I'm going there or something, right? Like because I make myself the person that it happened to. So like that stuff is, but it's based on true stories. Do you get what I mean? And if you guys are creeped out by doppelgangers, watch the movie Coherence. I'll never get over it the rest of my life. I'm not even kidding you. That movie had such an impact on me. It like mind fucked me. I was like, oh my God, like that movie blew my mind. Thank you for the follow, Emma. Welcome to the porch. It's called Coherence. And yeah, Coherence. It's just the word coherence. And it blew my mind. Yeah, thanks, Justin. Could you like write it out so other people can see too? Yes, the German people are the ones that made up the word doppelganger. Jenny and T-Girl and Artemis, thank you for the follow. Artemis, I love that name. My favorite goddess, welcome in. Yes, there you go, Liz, thanks. Yep. You never saw it? Watch it. It blew my mind. And it came out a long time ago, and I still think about it. Like, that movie... Oh, man. And it starts slow. It's kind of slow. So you're like, is this going to get... And then all of a sudden, you're like, what the hell? Wait, they did a deep dive into... Wait, they made another one? No, Chase. They made another one? Oh, really, Megan? Yeah, I love that name. They made another one? By the way, when you guys hear that, that's the armrest of my fancy chair. They're adjustable, and they always move. It's really annoying. But they're cool, but it's annoying noise. You're welcome, Liz. I highly recommend it. And like, don't watch it with distractions. I'll tell you that, like, you need to be fully engrossed in this movie when you watch it. You need to be like sucked in, or you're gonna, like, it's not gonna make sense. It's very because it's like metaphysics. They're talking about quantum mechanics, you know what I mean, like other time zone, like time parallel universes and shit. So it's like a dinner party. So they're not like talking about that. It's just, if you miss something, like if you miss little things, you'll be like, what the hell just happened? Do you know what I mean? Like it's one of those where you really have to pay attention. No, not the movie, like the actual case and file. Wait, that actually happened? Shut up, Chase. Oh, Hannah, it's called Coherence. And it's a phenomenal movie about doppelgangers and a comet passing overhead and it causing a rift in like a parallel universe, and they can actually like see, like they run into each other. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's so cool. Oh, Liz, yeah. Aw, 5 years always distraction. Yeah, you're gonna have to like watch it in your car on your phone or something. Haley, it used to be on Prime, but I'm not sure. And I'm not allowed to say the names of other websites on here. Sorry, guys. But I'm sure if you give it a go, it'll come up like where you can stream it. Thank you, Dennis. I love that dog. That dog treat is so cute. Okay, I'll be right back with the doppelganger story. Gigi, it's not going backwards. I don't know what you're talking about. Both of them are going the same way, and it's not backwards. Oh, Justin. Oh, I get it. To get people to read it. Lonnie like that. Kayla, no, it's not. Are you laying upside down on your bed? Gigi, is that what you wanted? There you go. I didn't even realize it was going the other way. Right, Justin? Like the other one is going the other way. Look. And I feel like that seems right. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But we're going to do them both ways and we'll see what happens. But right now they're jittering anyway. I hate when they do that. Hi, Sleepy Time. Submitted for the approval. Oh my God, really, James? You listened to Waka Flocka today? I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. I'm screenshotting this. And you picked a good one. You picked Waka Flocka. I'm so proud of you. He's growing up and he's listening to rap. And he picked Waka Flocka. Yes, James! I'm so proud of you. Did you like it? Or did you like it? It was fun, wasn't it? It was a fun song, wasn't it? Look, Ma, no hands, and darling, I deserve a chance. And I'm with Roscoe, I'm with Waka. Yeah. I'm a bad motherfucker. Gonna ask a motherfucker. Young, handsome motherfucker. Yeah, it's a good one. That's Wallet, right? Yeah. Damn, good choice, James. Hannah said, be right back, adding it to my list. Yeah. Girl, the way you moving got me in a trance. DJ, turn me up. Such a good one. Mimi, thanks for the follow. Everybody likes that one. Thank you, Wanderlust. Kayla, yeah, it's a good one. Raver. I know the whole song too. Raver said throws it in a circle. Throw that ass in a circle. I can't with y'all. I'm dead. Gigi, that's okay. I figured you haven't heard it. Gigi, I love how you hang out with us when sometimes when we the rap references. But guess what? It's not even just you. James doesn't get the rap references. A lot of people don't. But thank you for hanging out anyway. I'm dead. She said throws it in a circle. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, all my favorite rap songs. So throw that ass in a circle. Like that. Throw that ass in a circle I feel like an iconic, like it's a classic. Hi, Millie. All right, back to the doppelganger. I just had to get excited for James because he listened to rap, and I'm proud of him. Hey, Michelle, with that attitude, you can get the hell out of here, bitch. Got it? Who the hell do you think you are? Thank you, Novissa. I appreciate that. I knew as soon as I saw Zoe say, "Girl, don't bring that energy over here," I had to scroll up. I was like, uh-oh. Scrolling. No hateration in a holleration. That's right. That's right. Thank you, Sent for Glory. It is a Shore mic. Her name's Shorely. She's amazing. Yeah, DJ, you don't even need to worry about it. She was just being rude. But she's gone now. Yep. Hi, Daza. All right, back to the doppelganger. She said, "Is this a live story live, or is the host just gonna talk about rap music all night?" Bitch, I'll talk about rap music all night if I feel like it. Who the fuck are you? Alicia. Hi, Em. How are you, cutie? Yeah, she did, Laura. She's gonna talk about rap music all night. Cody. Yeah, Rachel, I used to live in the valley. I can fucking turn that shit on quick. It really is, right, Gigi? Yeah, Hannah, that's like the whole point of a community is we're supposed to like actually be friends. And those people that expect me to just like churn out stories, go to my YouTube. That's literally what it's for. But I also feel like it's my duty as a creative to tell people that you cannot demand creatives perform for you. Like, especially when it's people who literally didn't even, it's always the people who've never even given a heart me. Like, I don't need to do shit for you. You're flipping through free entertainment. You can fuck off. Do you know who the hell do you think you are? And the fact that people feel entitled to do that, I feel entitled to stop them from doing that and to embarrass the shit out of them. So maybe they don't do that again. Because how dare you? You know? Exactly, Sam. I'm not a jump monkey jump. They can fuck off. Oh, Antoinette, I'll pin you. James, she's suggesting another thing to listen to. Shannon. Yeah, Kim. Exactly. Thanks, Lily. I changed the tent. Good night, Tracy. Sweet dreams. Submitted for the approval of the Porch Pal Society. This is the tale of the Appalachian Doppelganger. Thanks, Lady Rose. Aw, DJ, thank you. That means so much. Thank you so much. Oh my god, you did, Zoe. Holy shit. Thanks, Krager. Yay, Joel. I'm so glad. That's the goal. That's the plan. Fairy Witch, I'm sure you do miss the other tent. Thank you, Dazza, your favorite gift. The Appalachian Mountains are a place of undeniable beauty. Their peaks and valleys stretching out like something from a painting. But they've always carried an undercurrent of something darker. A sense that they're alive in ways we can't quite understand. When I got the last-minute group chat invitation from my old college friends for a weekend camping trip, I hesitated. It wasn't like them to be so spur of the moment. Thanks, Rachel. and something about it just felt odd. But the idea of getting out of Nashville and into the fresh mountain air won me over. I packed my gear, loaded up the car, and I hit the road, eager to reconnect with old friends. The drive took me through winding roads that seemed to pull me deeper and deeper into the wilderness. By the time I reached the trailhead, the late afternoon sun was casting long shadows across the parking lot. Hi, Squid. My friends Becca, Jenna, and Laura were already there waiting by their cars. And something about the way they stood perfectly still and silent until I pulled in gave me a pause. But as soon as I stepped out, they were all smiles and laughter, bustling to unload their gear and head to the campsite. I shook off the unease, telling myself it was just the isolation of the mountains playing tricks on me. The hike to the campsite was uneventful at first, though the trail was unusually silent. Cody. No birds, no rustling of leaves, just the crunch of boots on the dirt path. As we walked, I noticed odd things. A set of deep gouges on a tree trunk. A pile of stones arranged in a strange spiral pattern beside the trail. I pointed them out, but my friends just shrugged them off. Their enthusiasm unshaken. The campsite was about 3 miles in, tucked in a clearing surrounded by towering pines. It should have been picturesque, but something about it felt wrong. The ground was bare, as if nothing had grown there for years. And the air was heavy and faint with a metallic smell. My friends didn't even seem to notice. They chatted as they set up their tents, their voices echoing unnaturally in the stillness. I tried to join in, but my unease only grew. That night, as we sat up around the campfire, the woods seemed to close in around us. The darkness felt thicker than usual, the kind that swallows your inadequate flashlight beam and makes every shadow look like it's moving. The conversation drifted to ghost stories, and then urban legends, each tale punctuated by nervous laughter. But something was off. The stories my friends told did not sound like them. Becca's story was rambling and disjointed, not her usual sharp wit. And Jenna's laugh came a fraction too late, like she had forgotten how to time it. Hi, Angelfish. And Laura, the most grounded of us all, stared into the fire with an intensity that made my skin crawl. I went to bed early, blaming it on the hike. In truth, I couldn't shake the feeling that we weren't alone. I laid in my tent listening to the crackle of the dying fire and the occasional murmur of my friends' voices. And then I heard it. A low guttural sound coming from the woods. It wasn't an animal, at least not one that I've ever heard before. It was followed by a rustling and then silence. I held my breath, my heart pounding, but nothing else happened. I just told myself maybe it was my imagination, though I didn't sleep much after that. The next morning, things got stranger. Becca's tent was empty, her sleeping bag neatly rolled up inside. And when I asked where she had gone, Jenna and Laura just stared at me blankly, as if they didn't understand the question. Then, almost in unison, they said that she had gone to get water. There was no water source nearby. We had brought everything we needed. I offered to go look for her, but they waved me off saying she'd be back soon. Their nonchalant tone did not match the situation our friend was missing. So I decided to take a short walk to clear my head and hoping the fresh air would maybe help, maybe I could find her. As I wandered, I came across something that stopped me in my tracks. A pile of bones picked clean and arranged in a circle. They looked too large to be from an animal, but I wouldn't let myself think of the alternative. Thank you, angelfish. The metallic smell from that night before was stronger here, making my stomach churn. I turned back for the campsite, my pace quickening with each step. Kim. She went to go get water. When I returned, Jenna and Laura were sitting by the fire just staring at it, eerily calm. And Becca's things were gone. And when I asked where she was, they acted like she had never even been there. My pulse quickened as I scanned their faces, searching for some sign of the friends that I had known for years. Their expressions were blank, almost empty. I tried to hide my panic, forcing a laugh and saying that I just wasn't feeling well and I needed to leave. They didn't argue. They didn't even react. They just watched me as I packed up my gear, their eyes following me with unsettling precision. As I slung my pack over my shoulder and I turned to leave, Jenna said something that made me freeze. You shouldn't have come here. Her voice was terrifying and her eyes were devoid of any emotion. They were dark, like the pupil had swallowed the irises. I didn't respond. I just turned around and walked. My steps quickened as I put distance between myself and the campsite. But I still couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. The woods seemed different on my way back. The trees seemed closer together. The path seemed harder to follow. I stumbled more than once, the unease growing with every step. Thank you, flying over. Hi, Sharper. And then I heard it. That guttural sound from the night before. Closer this time. It was followed by heavy footsteps crashing through the underbrush. Whatever it was following me. I broke into a run, my pack slamming against my back. I tore through the woods. The footsteps gained on me, the sound of snapping branches and labored breathing growing louder. I didn't dare look back. My lungs burned and my legs ached, but I just kept going until I burst out onto the trail ahead and I saw my car. Yeah, Zoe. Relief flooded through me as I found my keys, practically throwing myself inside and locking the doors. Thank you, Sharper. That's so cute. As I sped down the mountain, I could smell that metallic smell lingering, clinging to my clothes. I didn't stop until I reached my apartment in Nashville, slamming the door behind me and collapsing on the couch. And then my phone buzzed with a notification, and my stomach dropped when I saw it. It was the group chat, and the message read, "Hey, are you almost here? We're waiting by the trailhead." What? I just stared at it, my hands trembling. And then as I pushed the lock screen on my phone, I looked at the date, and it was Friday again. What the hell? Like the entire weekend hadn't even happened yet. To this day, I don't even know what happened to me in those mountains. Was it a time slip? Was it a parallel universe? Were those even my friends? I don't know. I don't know if my friends had ever even been there, but I didn't show back up. All I know is that I'll never go back. And I'll never ignore that quiet voice in the back of my mind again. The one that tells me when something just is not right. And that's the tale of the Appalachian doppelgangers. Thank you, Angelfish. Thank you, Sharper. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Crystal. Oh my gosh, I love the pillows. The cat pillows. Thanks, Sharper. Thank you, Crystal, for the club cheers and club power. Those cat pillows are so cute. I love how the pillows have cat ears. I wish those were real pillows. I'm glad, DJ. Yeah, I have so many stories. I have over 100 stories. So just depends on whatever people request, really. Thank you, Sam. I love the lava lamp rocket. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Devin, and this is Porch Lore. And I tell spooky bedtime stories to help you relax your nervous system and fall asleep. And I am here every single night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until about 1 in the morning. I do write and record all of these stories myself, and you can listen to them whenever you would like on my YT channel, as well as all of the podcast streaming sites. Just look for Porch Lore and you will find me. I also have all of the links in my bio. Thank you, Lily. Oh, Angelfish, thank you. You're so sweet. I love you guys too. And happy Thursday, everybody. What time is it now? For Squid, it's 11:44 p.m. here. So it is almost midnight here. So I've almost been on for 2 hours, but it's almost midnight here. So it's 11:44 and it's 5:44 a.m. for you, which is nuts. So you're a day ahead of me, right? Is it Friday for you? Because at midnight it'll be Friday. No, is it wait, is it Saturday for you? Oh my God, yeah, that's wild. That's so cool. Well, yeah, I know people in the UK, but you're Squid Pond. Which country are you in again? Okay, so it's still Friday for you. Yeah. I thought you're in Sweden. Okay, yeah, cool. Because we have somebody in New Zealand too, and I thought you meant like the whole next day. And I was like, whoa. But no, yeah, I get it. Yeah, for sure. Sweden's similar. So yeah, it's almost midnight here. So it's bedtime stories for us. But if you ever would like to listen to them, Squid, at your bedtime, all of my lives, the recordings, and all of these stories individually recorded are all on my YT channel. I have a whole playlist of these stories that I've recorded individually called Bedtime Stories. So, but you could also just listen to the live recordings, but they're all on my YT if you would ever like to listen to them at your bedtime. Yeah, it's Friday. I have another friend who lives in Sweden, and when she got a Taco Bell for the first time, and I was like, I begged her to go live and take me, and she did. And I was like, I made her get the things that I wanted her to get, and she tried them, and she loved it. She's so funny. I don't know what part of Sweden you're in, but she got a Taco Bell and loved it. All right, you guys. I know it's so funny, Sharper, right? And I was like, please go. And then she went live and asked me what to get. And I was like, I feel like this is so exciting. So I made her get a Mexican pizza and a quesadilla, and she got a burrito too, I think. And no, she got a Crunchwrap Supreme, and she loved it. She was surprised that it was as good as it was. Okay, welcome in. I'll be right back. Dot, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the porch. I'll be right back with the next poll for us to vote for the next story. I know the Crunchwraps are so good. So grab a beanbag chair, grab a hammock, sit back and relax, and welcome to the porch. Happy Thursday. All right, you guys, I have the next poll ready. We have The Bottle Trees, which is the new story of the week. We have Rain Crow Shelter. We have The Hitchhiker. We have The Lonely Hearts Diner. And we have The Haint of Hug and Molly. You guys can vote in the blue box in the top left-hand corner. You can vote up to 50 times, and you can vote for more than one story. Who's it gonna be? Hi, yeah, Badook. I am a real person. How you doing? It's 8:45 there. Nice. Welcome in. All right, guys, you can vote in the top left-hand corner. Lou and Blue, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the porch, guys. Angelfish, the new story of the week is The Bottle Trees. It's the top one on the poll. James said if Hug and Molly wins, he'll listen to more rap. James, I'm so proud of you. And I'm so proud of you that your first rap song was Waka Flocka. Like, way to go in. Way to go all in. I'm proud of you, James. James, next one I want you to look up is Rooster and a Rari. Or I go hard in the paint. I know, Kim. Waka as a starter is wild. That's what I'm saying. I'm like so impressed. James like, hey, Mama Devin, I finally listened to rap today. I listened to Waka Flocka. What? Wait, you go all in, James. I'm so proud of you. I love you. Like, that's the best shit I've heard all day. But yes, look up Hard in the Paint and Rooster and the Rari. Just, you gotta get the full Waka effect, you know? Kim, I'm glad you got what I meant, because that is wild. Also, if you guys have never seen Waka Flocka, realize that he had a sign language interpreter at his concert, and she wasn't somebody who just hopped up on a random stand and was dancing. Please watch it. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life, and it made me love him 1,000 times more, because they were like, when did you realize she was a sign language interpreter? He's like, after the concert. Oh, Mimsy, I'm glad I love you. The poll's over now, Jenna, but you can vote in the next one. All right, so Patty, the story's probably after we're done voting. Maybe use context clues. We literally just voted and had a poll. Maybe pay attention. And you could figure out when the next story is, because you've already asked twice. Maybe pay attention better. All right, the winner of the poll is The Lonely Hearts Diner. Patty, you can go to my YT channel if you're in a hurry, okay? Because we chat in this live, and if that's not your thing, you can leave. Because you will not rush me to start the story in my own live. Got it? Have some patience or go to my YT channel. Thanks. Hi, AP. I love you. Where you been? I miss you so much. Oh, Mimsy, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sending you all the love. No, Cody, my chatting is intentional. It has nothing to do with being ADHD. It's building community. And I will not be told to perform and hurry up by people who don't even follow me. You do not demand free entertainment from people as you scroll through like an asshole. Just keep scrolling. Elizabeth, you can always talk to us. We also have a Discord that is very active and everybody's super sweet. Okay, Peter. You're flying white dragons. Cool. Oh my God. That's so funny. You said I've always wanted to start a painting company called Hard in the Paint. Do it. Please do it. Please. Yeah, we even post our pets. Ask me. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Yes, I'm a real ass bitch. I feel like there's not enough of it, and people need to learn manners and respect for other people. So thank you, Joel. So I'm a really nice person, but I don't have patience for people who are rude. And I'm a Sagittarius, so I'll just tell them how the fuck it is, you know? Got nothing to lose. I'm not a mom. I don't have a husband that like works for some company that I don't have shit. I can say whatever the fuck I want. So there's that too. And Merlin isn't embarrassed of me ever. Merlin's like obsessed with me. So hi, Chorizo Gone Wild. How you doing? Robin, thank you for your first gift ever of the little kisses. That's so cute. Right, Kimberly? Thank you. Cody. Thanks, Cody. All right, you guys, I'll be right back with the Lonely Hearts Diner. Hi, Skrilla. What sponsors? I don't get it. Oh, wait, now I get it. It took me a minute. Hi, Brooke. We were wondering where you were. Oh, Brooke, I'm sorry. Kim, did that guy just write the word gay? Kim was like, nope, block. Yes, I've watched it, Zoe. It's good. Mimsy, exactly. Kim's like, not even dealing with that shit tonight. Kim's like, nope, that'll do it. Oh, Brooke, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Skrilla, really. Yeah, I go. You thought of me when the sea hag came? Oh my God, I'm honored. I'm honored. I love that. That's my favorite episode. How'd you know? How'd you know? It's my favorite episode. The way they like quake in fear of the sea hag, and then she's this hot chick. It's a great episode. I'm honored that you thought of me. It's such a good show, isn't it? Yes, right? The stories are good. I agree. Oh, Reverend, I have already had the sass on like 4 times. You missed it. I just bitched someone out. I know. And that's, see, Zoe, you get me. You already get me. Yep. She unalives men by sitting on their faces. And Zoe's like, she reminded me of you. You just get me, girl. You really do. Because I'll put an eagle, I'll drop down and put that eagle on his face. Like, wham. CSS said if I gotta go out. I guess that's the way to go. Grandma. Death by snoo. Like wham, 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 wham. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. I know. Well, if you guys haven't watched Widow's Peak, the sea hag in the story is they all think it's gonna be this like scary old sea hag lady, and they're all looking out for this creepy, and she's this hot chick who unalives dudes by sitting on their face and suffocating them. And so all these dudes are taking her home. Like, and it's a great show. But Zoe said, have you seen that show, Devin? The Sea Hag episode reminded me of you. And that's why I was cackling so hard. Because I love that. It's an honor. Thank you, girl. Matt said, well, I joined at an interesting time. Oh, the show's called Widow's Peak. It's on Apple TV. It's really good. And like each episode is like folklore from this like old New England town. And it is like kind of like my story. She's right. The stories are very much folklore and very cool. Ask me. Thank you. And I love when the people who like to hide in the back of the porch comment. You don't always have to chat with us. I just love when you guys say hi. So thanks for saying hi. I'm so glad you're here. We're like a little weird family. So I'm glad you found us. Everybody say hi to Ask Me. Oh, sorry. Widow's Bay. I'm sorry, not Widow's Peak. That's somebody's hairline. Widow's Bay. It's called Widow's Bay. My bad. Skrilla, are you still in here? Me too, Kim. Me too. Okay, do you remember? I was thinking of Widow's Peak because of that video I sent you. When they did the I've never told you, but I really like challenge. And he was like, I've never told you, but I really like you with a Widow's Peak. Oh, Tanya, I think it's on Apple TV. Yeah, it's been nominated for a lot of Emmys. It's really good. Once I said it, you thought about it too? Yeah, that's why it was on my brain. Thank you, cool nerd, Drip University. Justin. Yes, I am about to read Lonely Hearts. That's the one that won, right? Isn't that the one that won? Am I hallucinating? Okay, thanks, Justin. This is a Valentine's Day story. All of the holiday stories I write the week of the holiday, and they are only for the lives. So they don't get requested as often because they're not as well known. So you're in for a treat, because this is the story I read just for Valentine's Day. I only read them on the holiday or the holiday weekend, and then after that they just go into the list, and if someone decides to Oh, but you're not asleep. Oh, the caterpillar with the Z, he's cute. Yeah, he's one that turns into a butterfly. But you're supposed to shake your head, but he turns into a butterfly. He's right there. He's so cute. But he turns into a butterfly if you shake your head. I just don't have my head out there right now. It's actually detached. I'm having it cleaned. Okay, be right back. Oh no, Angelfish, he was in the top left corner. I saw him. He just was sleeping. Scream Queen. You should watch the show. Yeah, my nightly head cleaning. Anybody ever seen Return to Oz? Because if you have, you know what I'm talking about. It's Scar to all of us, and I know I did. Thank you, Zoe, for the corgi booty with the toots. Okay, yep. If you've seen that movie, my God, you know what I mean. When I say I took my head off for the night. Yep. That movie, like, scared, really, really scared me. It was like a lot for a kid's movie. And that was a kid's movie, y'all. Like the Wheelers, my God. The Wheelers were horrifying. Yeah, that movie was crazy. It was like they were like, let's make it Wizard of Oz, but horrifying. Wait, what? It scared the snot out of her crack. What? Yeah, Brooke. The only cool thing I remember about that movie is the lunch pails on the trees. Because I was like, that would be awesome if I could get a turkey sandwich just hanging on a fucking tree. In a lunch pail that looks like a cute little fruit. That would be amazing. No, it wasn't Judy Garland. It was some creepy girl who was actually creepy too. So, oh, thank you for the star. Thank you, Songbird. Yeah, it was terrifying, right, Lindsay? Hi, Frog King. See you later. Oh my God, that's who it was. You're right. That's exactly who it was. I didn't even realize it was her. You're right. You're right, dude. And she's always been creepy looking. Yep. It is. It's fairies. Yep. From The Craft. Yep. Yep. And that movie is just something. Like her head hallway. What's my favorite story that I've ever written? Well, for a long time it was The Hitchhiker. But now I think it's The Fairy Trees. Yeah, that movie was crazy. Be right back, quick swig. Zoe, The Craft was all of our adolescent witch awakenings. Same. I'm also pretty sure I started puberty to the scene in, God, what's that movie called now? Fear? On the roller coaster? Mark Wahlberg? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Thank you, Angel. Yep. I watched that and I felt things I'd never felt before. Before he becomes a psycho, obviously. Before he becomes a psycho, obviously. I'm talking about the roller coaster scene. But then he became a psycho. But like before that. Hi, Venus. Fine as hell, Brooke, I know. Zoe. Submitted for the approval of the Porch Pal Society. This is the tale of the Lonely Hearts Diner. Valentine's Day has a certain kind of silence to it when you're alone. It always feels like the world gets a little louder about love on purpose. Yes, Tiffany, the wild horses. Fucking, that's it, the wild horses. Like every heart-shaped decoration, an overpriced bouquet was meant to remind you of something that you didn't have. Or something you've lost. Or something you stopped believing in. But this year, I wasn't heartbroken. Not exactly. I was just done. I had surrendered to the idea that love just wasn't coming back around for me. And I wasn't bitter about it. I wasn't even sad in the sharp way I used to be. It was more like adult acceptance of weather. Some people get spring, and some people get winter that never leaves. I was traveling alone again, as I often did, crossing state lines like they were nothing. A road trip stretched across the country, fueled by gas station coffee and the kind of curiosity that never really turns off. I was researching supernatural folklore for my work, collecting stories from forgotten towns and diners where old men still talked about lights in cornfields and women who vanished on back roads. I've always been drawn to places where the veil feels thin. And Valentine's Day just happened to fall in the middle of my trip. By the time the night came, I was deep into the kind of rural darkness that makes you realize how small headlights really are. AMG. The interstate was long behind me. I was on a back road I couldn't even name, guided more by instinct than GPS. The world outside my windshield reduced to bare trees and occasional snowbanks glowing faintly under the moon. Skrilla. My stomach had been growling for miles. The coffee I'd had earlier was gone, replaced by that tired heaviness that makes your eyes ache. I told myself that I'd find something soon, a truck stop, a late night diner, anything. But the road only grew darker. And then, around the bend, I saw it. A glow. Soft, warm, and neon. A diner sat alone on the side of the road, as if it had just been dropped there from another decade. Vintage 1950s style chrome trim, big front windows fogged with warmth, a neon sign buzzing above the roofline that read, The Lonely Hearts Diner. The windows were decorated with paper hearts and black and silver streamers, and a hand-painted banner stretched across the glass that said, "Anti-Love Valentine's Dinner for the ones who have quit believing." I slowed without thinking, and my tires pulled in. Hungry and exhausted, I told myself not to overthink it, just get something to eat. I stepped out into the cold, and the air hit my lungs like ice. But the diner's warmth spilled out through the cracks of its doors, carrying the smell of coffee, fried food, and pie. Inside, there was golden light, vinyl booths, a counter lined with stools, and a jukebox glowing in the corner. Every table was occupied, but not by couples, by singles. By people sitting alone with their coffee cups between their hands, faces turned inward like they were listening to their own thoughts. The atmosphere was quiet. It wasn't sad, it was more like it was reverent. A waitress appeared almost immediately. She wore a pale pink uniform, old-fashioned. Her hair was pinned up neatly, and her face was kind. She set a menu down in front of me, and the menu was simple: grilled cheese, fries, coffee, and pie. But at the very bottom, in small cursive, it read, "Tonight's special, closure." I ordered coffee and the grilled cheese and the fries and the pie. The waitress nodded, moving away with a softness that made no sound. As I waited, I looked around, and everyone in the diner seemed tired, and not physically, but spiritually. A man at the counter stared into his mug like it contained an ocean. A woman in a dark coat sat with her hands folded, her wedding ring still on her finger, staring at it. An older gentleman picked at a slice of pie, his eyes distant, as if he was remembering someone he had lost. This wasn't a diner for heartbreak. It was a diner for surrender. My coffee arrived, and it was hotter than it should have been, steaming like it had been poured straight from the center of the earth. I waited a while, and then I took a sip. And it tasted like every late-night conversation I had ever had with someone who mattered. It tasted like warmth, like being understood without explanation. I stared down at it, unsettled. The waitress moved through the room, refilling cups. And as she did, something began to change, just subtly. The man at the counter lifted his head, and his shoulders eased. The woman with the wedding ring exhaled as if she had been holding her breath for years. A few people began to smile. The jukebox clicked, and a different song began. Still slow, but less mournful and more hopeful. "Hi, Slappy." I found myself thinking about love in ways that I hadn't allowed myself to in years. And not just romantic love, and not the kind that leaves, but love as a concept, as a human thing. Friendships, kindness, the way a stranger can hold a door open on a hard day, the way a place can feel like home even if you've never been there. I realized something then. I had been telling myself that I had given up on love because it hurt less than hoping. But the truth was, hope had never really left. It had just gotten quiet. My food came, and it was simple diner food, but it tasted like it had been made with care. And as I ate, the tired heaviness in my chest began to lift. Not because I suddenly believed in soulmates again, but because I remembered that love isn't just one thing. It isn't just romance. It isn't just Valentine's Day. It was everywhere, in small forms, just waiting to be noticed. When the waitress brought my check, it was tucked inside a little paper heart. And written inside in delicate script was something that made me smile a little bit. It was a reminder that giving up on love was not the same thing as being free from it. I left cash on the table, and as I stood, the waitress's eyes met mine. Her expression was gentle, like she knew that I'd be okay. Outside, the cold wrapped around me again, but it felt different now, less cruel. The neon sign buzzed softly behind me as I walked back to my car. The Lonely Hearts Diner glowed against the dark road like a lantern. I drove away with caffeine in my veins and something unfamiliar in my chest. Not romance, not longing, just openness. The next morning, I told myself I should go back and thank that waitress. So I got in the car and I followed the same road back down. Scroll. The trees stood bare and the snowbanks glittered, and I drove slowly, watching for the neon glow. Mile after mile passed, and there was nothing. No diner, no parking lot, no sign. It was just woods and an empty roadside. I checked my map and I turned around again, slowly creeping down the road, my eyes peeled. Finally, after an hour, I stopped at a small gas station a few miles away and I asked the clerk about it. And he frowned and shook his head. Very funny. I said, "What are you talking about?" And he told me that there was an old ghost story, an old rumor about a diner that appeared once a year on Valentine's Day. A place for the lonely. A place for the ones who had quit believing. A place that served coffee and closure. And then it vanished before morning. I drove back to the road anyway, parked where I thought it would have been, and I got out and stood in the snow. And I realized then that maybe the diner wasn't meant to be found twice. Maybe it wasn't a place, but a moment. A reminder that even on the loneliest holiday of the year, love can still find people. Not always in the way they expect, and not always as romance. Sometimes it's a warm booth in the middle of nowhere. Sometimes it's a waitress who looks at you like you're still worth saving. And every Valentine's Day after that, I've found myself wondering, how many lonely hearts were sitting in that diner on this Valentine's Day, drinking coffee, letting go, remembering, and believing again. And that's the tale of the Lonely Hearts Diner. Thank you, Archangelo. Thank you, Celia. Thank you, Angelfish. Thank you, Graveyard. Thank you, Jackalope. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Devin, and this is Porch Lore. And I tell spooky bedtime stories to help you relax your nervous system and fall asleep. Thank you, Kendi. Thank you, Sam. Thanks for the follow, Megan. Aw, Avril. I'm sorry. And you know what? Basically same, girl. Basically same. I live there. Kyle, thanks for the follow. Shadow, thanks for the follow. Lunison, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the porch, guys. Michelle, thank you. Your spooky bestie, thanks. JT, thank you. Brandy, thanks. Graveyard, thank you for all of the adorable otters. Oh my God. Thank you, guys. You guys are so sweet. Aw, thank you, Angel. What was the comment? Let me look. Oh, it's beautiful, right? Aw, thanks. You're so sweet, Angel. That's so kind. Thank you so much. Oh, we got a treasure box. Thank you. I missed it, Brooke. Who sent it? Let's look. Wait, I don't see it. Oh, wait, yeah, it's there. But it's not showing up on my studio. That's weird. I hate this app so much. Well, shit. It's under the banner, you guys. Who sent it? It won't let me see. Does anybody know who sent it? I'm sorry, it won't show me, and it usually does. Aw, Erica, we'll grab a beanbag chair and hang out with us. Tay, you sent it? Thank you so much. Usually it tells me at the top and I can thank you, but it's literally not showing that tonight. I didn't even see it. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, thanks, Angelfish. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate that. Hi, Blue and the crew. Good night, CSS. Sweet dreams. Hi, Jackson. Oh, Matt making it rain. Thank you, Matt, for the money gun. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you, Erica. Welcome to the porch. I am going to set up the next poll for us to vote for the next story. Yeah, who got the box? I don't know. It's not notifying me of anything. Who won it? It must not be working tonight. Because it usually notifies me of both, and it's not doing either. That's really strange. Who won it? Cash, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the porch. Erica, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the porch. It didn't show who won. Who got it? Johnny got it. Congrats, Johnny. Why doesn't it say who won it? That's so strange. It must be glitching tonight. Congrats, Johnny. Hi, K-Heart. Chewy, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the porch. All right, you guys, I'm setting up the next poll, and if you could do me a big favor, could you hit that share arrow in the bottom right-hand corner? There is a little yellow circle with two arrows chasing each other, and it says repost. And that little yellow circle puts the live into your friends' FYPs, and it helps us grow this beautiful porch of ours. You can also undo it and redo it every so often if you would like throughout the night. It does help kind of like reset the algorithm. So also thank you for tapping, and thank you for sharing with your friends and in your stories. And I'll be right back with the next poll. Grab a beanbag chair, grab a hammock, sit back and relax, check out the shooting stars, and welcome to the porch. Little Bunny, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the porch. Justin. All right, you guys, the next poll is ready. We have the Bottle Trees, which is the new story of the week. Oh, hi, Letta. We have the Rain Crow Shelter. We have the Hitchhiker. We have Hug and Molly. And we have the Librarian. You can vote in the top left-hand corner. There is a blue box. And you can vote up to 50 times. And you can vote for more than one story. Who's it going to be? Have a good day at work, Squid. Thanks for hanging out with us. That's okay, Cody. Everybody spells my name wrong. Aw, Matt. All right, you guys, and the winner is the bottle trees. Cindy, you did great. The winner is the bottle trees. The new story of the week. Hi, Mommy. Yes, I think the algorithm has blessed you guys. Say hi. Welcome in. That's so funny, Avril. Okay, guys, I will be right back with the tale of the bottle trees. So grab a beanbag chair, grab a hammock, sit back and relax, and welcome to the porch. And if you guys could do me a big favor and hit that share arrow and the yellow repost circle, that puts our live into your friends' FYPs and it helps us grow this beautiful porch. I'll be right back with the tale of the bottle trees. Happy Thursday. Hi, Anessia. Submitted for the approval of the Porch Pal Society. This is the tale of the bottle trees. Thank you, Jamie. It took me like 4 tries to get the bottles to be the way I wanted them to. So thank you for saying that, because I really wanted them to pop. And it's hard when I use purple in my backgrounds, and I really didn't want the purple to like dilute it. So thank you so much. Have you ever driven through the mountains of Appalachia and noticed something strange hanging from a tree? Hi, Misty. Not an old bird feeder, and not wind chimes. Not some forgotten decoration left behind by somebody's meemaw. I'm talking about those brilliant cobalt blue glass bottles. Thank you, Scotty. Turned upside down and hanging from the branches of a tree, or tucked into the limbs of a shrub. When I was growing up in Appalachia, I remember seeing them everywhere. And as a kid, I thought they were beautiful. There was something almost magical about the way those blue bottles caught the sunlight. On a summer afternoon, they'd sparkle against the green leaves like little pieces of sky caught in the branches. But there was another explanation for those bottles, and it was considerably more unsettling. Because according to old tradition, those bottles weren't there to decorate the yard. Those beautiful blue bottles were actually little prisons for the dead. Now, this magic did not originate in the misty mountains of Appalachia. To find the roots of the bottle tree, you have to travel across the ocean and back through time. The story of the bottle tree begins in the 9th century in the Congo region of Central Africa. There, it was believed that dangerous imps or genies could be captured inside glass vessels. And the exact history of the bottle tree is complicated, and historians caution against reducing several different African traditions into one simple story. But written and artistic evidence connects the American bottle tree tradition to Central Africa, particularly the Congo's practices involving vessels, branches, and spiritual protection. The Congo people had a deep tradition of honoring their venerated dead. When a powerful community member died, they were likened to a great fallen tree. To honor them, families would create graveside memorials surrounding the resting place with trees, sticks, and adorn them with plates, bowls, and bottles. The tree became an altar, a crossroads between the living and the dead. Now fast forward to the darkest chapter in American history: the transatlantic slave trade. Millions of Africans were violently forced from their homes and transported across the Atlantic. Thank you, Scotty. That's literally the best compliment you could give me, because that is literally the inspiration for my channel. Thank you so much. They were stripped of their freedom, separated from their families, and brought to the Americas. But something could not be taken from them quite so easily. Their memories, their stories, their spiritual traditions. And among the traditions that survived, changed, and merged with the realities of life in America was the practice of the bottle tree. People used what they had: branches, trees, discarded bottles, old glass containers. Whatever could be transformed into something protective. The bottle tree became one of those traditions that crossed cultures and generations. And it became particularly associated with the American South. The practice took deep root in the coastal lowcountry of South Carolina and Georgia, nurtured by the Gullah Geechee people. The The Gullah Geechee people, isolated on the sea islands of the Atlantic coast, fiercely preserved their African cultural and spiritual traditions, weaving them into hoodoo folk magic. And in the Low Country, the tradition evolved, and the specific color of the bottles became paramount. While any shiny bottle might catch a spirit, the blue ones were the most powerful. And there is a historical reason for that. In the Low Country of South Carolina and Georgia, indigo was not simply a pretty color. It was one of the major cash crops. Indigo was an entire industry. And enslaved laborers were forced to cultivate and process indigo for the plantation economy, producing the valuable blue dye that was then exported to European markets. Scroll. So the history of that beautiful blue color became inseparable from the brutal history of slavery in the American South. But enslaved Africans and their descendants in the Low Country gave that color meaning of their own. The color blue itself acquired spiritual meaning to the people in the area. And this specific shade became known as Haint Blue. It represented two things that evil spirits cannot tolerate. Oh, thank you so much, Jamie. I love history so much. They represented two things that evil spirits cannot tolerate: the vast sky, where the ancestors reside, and the water, which spirits famously are unable to cross. So, by placing blue bottles outside their doors, the Gullah Geechee created a spiritual moat around their homes. The word haint itself is an African American vernacular form of haunt, and the word became associated with ghosts and other dangerous supernatural beings. Over the centuries, the bottle tree tradition slowly migrated away from the southern coastal plantations and moved inland, eventually finding a home in the isolated folds of the Appalachian Mountains. In Appalachia, the practice blended seamlessly with the local Scottish folk magic beliefs such as fairy trees and other mountain superstitions already deeply rooted in the area. Hi, Auntiana. Crepe myrtles and cedar trees became the most preferred hosts for these bottles. And what began as an African graveside altar and a Low Country spiritual defense evolved into a widespread Appalachian talisman passed down through generations. So, the next time you see a blue bottle tree catching the sun in someone's yard, remember that you aren't just looking at recycled glass. It's easy, especially today, to look at a bottle tree and think it's just a quirky southern decorative tradition. But underneath that beautiful blue glass is a much deeper story. You are looking at a survival story, a 1,000-year-old African tradition that crossed an ocean, outlasted slavery, and still stands quietly protecting the yards of Americans today. It's a story about Africans who carried pieces of their spiritual worlds across an ocean they never wanted to cross. It's a story about enslaved people preserving traditions under conditions designed to strip them of their identities. It's a story about cultures adapting, changing, surviving, and uniting, and eventually creating something uniquely American from pieces of many different worlds. The bottle tree isn't simply an African superstition that somehow appeared in America. and it isn't simply an Appalachian decoration. Its history is more complicated and much more fascinating. Thank you, Mommy. It is part of a living tradition shaped by African spiritual heritage, the history of slavery, Gullah Geechee culture, and the merging of Scottish folk magic traditions throughout Appalachia. And that's what folklore does. It travels, it changes. It gets passed from one person to another. And sometimes the people telling the story don't even remember where it began. They just remember that their Meemaw did it, and her Meemaw did it, and that's enough. So, if you're ever walking past a bottle tree at night and you hear one of those blue bottles humming in the wind, you might want to keep walking. Because maybe it's only the breeze. Maybe it's just glass. Maybe there's a perfectly ordinary explanation. But folklore has a funny way of making us wonder, doesn't it? And well, I'd probably leave those haints alone. After all, somebody sure went to a lot of trouble to trap them. And that's the tale of the bottle trees. Thank you, Antiana. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, AMG. All that yam in those jeans. Long as she don't care. When she walks, she gets stairs. Thank you guys. My mother was a history professor and I am a huge history nerd. So I feel like the history is the most important part of folklore tales so that you guys know where it comes from. So I'm glad you guys appreciate it because I feel like it's not boring history. I think it's fascinating. On sunken ships. I don't yet. You can ask Skrilla Spooky. That's all him. That's all him. Racer dude, I don't understand your question. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, Racer dude. I grew up in North Carolina. So I know a lot of the folklore is from the Carolinas that I'm really familiar with. So that's kind of what I started a lot of my stories and what I do. But I have been branching out because you guys have been sending me folklore from where you guys live. And I've been getting some cool things. So if you guys want to ever share folklore with me, please do. Email it to me at porchlore@gmail.com. I only check my email like once a month because I'm an ex-corporate person and I don't like email anymore. But I will check it and I make a whole list. And then I add it to my story suggestion list. Oh, thanks, Justin. Yeah, I do need to check that. I'm ready for the Canadian lore. Oh my God, Robin. Look at Lily. God, I love that. Look at Lily. Thank you, Sam. Sweet dreams. We'll see you tomorrow. You live in North Carolina too? Phew. I'm from the Piedmont Triad. Where are you from? I know, Angelfish is my favorite gift. And Robin knows that. Thank you, Robin. Because I dream of holding paws with a baby snow leopard in a field of flowers with bubbles. As she goes, meow. Like, it's literally my dream. And I get to, like, that's the closest I'm ever going to get. She looks right at you and holds her paws out. Like, what? Ugh. And thank you, Angelfish, for the hand hearts. And Natalie, thank you for your heart me. And Mommy, thanks for the cozy cryptid. I know. She's so cute. Thank you so much. She's the cutest thing ever. And her little meow. Oh, okay. Charleston, so still Appalachia area. Oh, outside Raleigh. Okay. Along I-95. Okay. Yeah, I do have a lot of North Carolina stories. Well, I have a lot of just Appalachia stories. I have a lot of like that area, but I do also have, those are just the ones that get voted for the most. I do have ones from like California, Texas, Missouri, Tennessee, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island. I have a lot. Oh my God. Look at that otter running. Look how chubby he was. Oh my God. So cute. Oh, Grandma Mimsy. Thank you. Oh, angel gifts. Are you talking or angel fish? The gifts. It's called Lily the leopard, and she's like a little white leopard. Denise, Denise, thank you for the Gamer Pass otter. I've never seen that one, and that was so cute. The high desert has some good ones. Ooh, send them to me, Mommy. You want to ride around until you find a grilled cheese sandwich? You're looking for the diner in North Carolina. That's so cute. Those diners are everywhere too. You really can find them. To Gravity Falls. That's funny, Natalie. Wait, is that a real place? Grandma Mimsy says it's too cute when Devin goes all southern. I know. I can't help it sometimes, especially when I'm talking to my peeps about my place. Angelfish, thanks for the adorable hippo. God, I love the baby hippo. Yeah, just make sure you don't stay past midnight, Justin said. I missed you too, Alley Cat. How are you, cutie pie? Yeah, with fries and ketchup, Brianna, of course. Hi, Town Car. Yeah, that's called Ride Around and I'm Getting It. It's mine. I'll spend it. That's also why I love rap so much. Because, like, if you know, you know. If you grew up in the Carolinas, there's a high percentage of chance that you love rap music. Ooh, Oregon, Jackson, that would be awesome. Ghost towns, how cool. Yeah, I have a story about a ghost town there too. Brianna said 11:59, okay. Angelfish, that's because it's a really expensive one and it's probably like at the bottom. I know, James. I'm so proud of you. I can't believe you started with Walk a Flock of Flame. You just went in. You went hard in the paint. That's what you did. Wait, you didn't? What's your excuse for what, Skrilla? Oh yeah, Mimsy. Mine comes out when I'm upset or excited. Oh, rap. I'll let you figure that one out. Duh, Trey. Yeah, freakily. And I'll tell you what. There's something in me where when I hear the North Carolina song by Petey Pablo, there's really, all I can do is like take my shirt off and twist it around my head like a fucking helicopter. Because if you didn't live in North Carolina in your prime when that song came out, you will never get it. You will never understand. I've been chasing that high the rest of my life. North Carolina didn't get shit, and we got that song, and my God, was it a time to be alive and living in North Carolina when that song was in the top of the charts. We were just like, trying to get to you and that booty. Yeah, North Carolina, yeah. It's true, man. It was a moment in time. And you had to be there. Paranormal Highway, what? 37th parallel. Thank you, Justin, for pinning that. You're the shit. Thank you. The chat's moving really fast and I just keep missing a lot of comments. 37th parallel that runs through the US. No. But I'm gonna write that down with my clicky pen. 37th parallel. My friend was on a TV show with Jack Osborne called Paranormal Highway, but I don't think it was on that highway. Does anybody remember? Do you know that show? Was it on that highway? Yes, Crypt Keeper, and there's also a place in Pennsylvania like that Skrilla really likes and wants to see. Oh, really, Trey? I love that. You should go. Good morning, Aaron. And do I have a yoga ball at home? I do not. Do you have a yoga ball at home? Yeah, I get what you meant, Mommy. It's like the line. But I feel like maybe that's what they were traveling doing their spots. I didn't think it was a highway, really. I thought you meant like the line that they follow. What's the next book? I don't know what that means. What you talking about, Adam? Welcome in. Yes, Centralia. Cool, Mommy. Thank you. That sounds interesting. I'll pin it for you, Angelfish. Wait, is it Nami? And I'm calling you Mommy this whole time. Is it Nami? Or is that mommy? I know that otter pudge. Thank you. Thank you for the otter. Mekong. It's Nami. I'm so sorry. I've been like, ooh, mommy, this whole time. It's Nami. I'm so sorry. Nami, I'm so sorry. You could have just corrected my ass, dude. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Because it's like those little weird, and I'm doing this on the computer, so from where I see it, it's like, mommy? I couldn't tell. It's for tsunami. It's Nami. No, it's not my actual mom. No, my mom doesn't listen to my channel. She doesn't find it that interesting. Yeah, you had to look really closely, right, Justin? So yeah, Nami. She says, yes, I am mommy. Hey, Nami, one time this girl came in and her name was Indigo, and I thought it was Indica. And I was like, sup, Indica? And then I was like, outed myself. I was like, shit, I mean, Indigo? Oh, you thought it was my mom too? Yeah, no. No, it's not my mom. Has my mom ever listened to the channel? Yeah, she's listened to like a couple of the first videos that came out, like when it first came out, like as novelty, you know, when it was new and novel, but she couldn't keep it up. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of people just like supported at the very beginning and then just like stopped watching, you know? That's kind of how people do it. Longevity isn't a common trait. Hi, Oregon Brood. Welcome in. Aw, thanks, Grandma Mimsy. Also, Grandma Mimsy's not my grandma. just to clarify, but she might as well be. Aw, thanks, Natalie. Aw, thanks, Angelfish. Yeah, no one in my family really is impressed by what I'm doing at all. It's like they don't think it's a real thing. Like they don't think it's gonna end up being anything. But that's okay. I've been my own cheerleader my whole life, so. And you know what's sad is my one sibling who always watched every episode of every show I was on, every broadcast I did. That's the sister that died. And she was my biggest fan. And she would be really proud of Porch Lore. She'd be obsessed. She'd be here every night. Oh, thank you, Misty. I know you do. You're the best. You're so sweet. Yeah, AMG, for sure. Nami, I'm live every single night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard till about 1 in the morning. I'm about to start my last story. Thank you, Oregon. I appreciate it. I'm trying. Oh, thanks, Glenda. I appreciate that. That's very sweet. Yes, one more story. Oh, you're going to Evans? Oh, Evans at the outdoor market. Ooh, is it not raining finally? Rochelle, go have fun. You don't have to pop over here. It's almost over. You're so cute. Go enjoy the market. Love ya. Oh, thanks, Matt. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Daz is going live after this? Okay, cool. Oh, he had an umbrella. He's so cute. I love his like rolling cart. He's so like adorable. Thanks, Angelfish. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're gonna do a raid, Matt. Well, and like my mom likes what I'm doing, but they just don't like listen. Do you know what I mean? Like, she was really impressed by the merch. She was like, how'd you learn how to do all this? I was like, I just taught myself how to do it. So like, they just don't really understand it. Do you mean like I come from a family of like Mensa fucking academics? So, I'm kind of the black sheep. You know, I'm kind of like the weirdo and the wild one and always have been. So, they try to support as best they can, but it's kind of just not their world. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, I'm impressed my mom even figured out how to like make a YouTube account. Thank you, Oregon Brewer. We all are. It's not just you. We joke. I have a thing because I'll be like doing laundry. I'm like we all just, it's like stuck in our brains forever. I think it's what relaxes us a lot too. I mean, my voice too, but I think it's like, because you also know what to expect. The music's not changing constantly and being really startling and like, you know. You were whistling at work today. I love that. See, we all are doing it. Yeah, it's not just you. It's all of us. Like, you sing it to your cats. I love that. Yeah, I'll like be like doing chores around my house. I'm like, do you when you're tattooing, Nami? I love that. Thank you, Brianna. That's a compliment. Yeah, me too. When I'm folding laundry, Sherry, that's when I do it. I'm like, yeah, it's a stem. It's a stemming thing for sure. So, yeah, no, Jamie, we all do it. We all have joked about how like we all like stem it hard, random places. Like, and then what the wind sandwich? Who was that? Was that you, Rich, or somebody said they told their coworker to go get a wind sandwich or something. So we're rubbing off on people in the real life, in their real lives. Oh, thank you, Peter. I can't wait to see it. But yeah, I wish Scarlett was here tonight. Where is she? You've done it while working under people's houses, Jackson. I love that. Where's Scarlett? She usually makes me go. That's Scarlett loves it. She like cackles. Oh yeah, you made wind sandwich joke, Joe. I didn't call her a soggy taco. I called her a soft taco. And I love soft tacos. I still don't know why I called her that, but it felt right at the time. It felt right at the time. You sing it at work. I love that. We're all like bonded now. We're all like, like when we finally have a porchapalooza meetup, we all have to just like do it like a weird choir where we all stand, you know, like flash dances or whatever they used to call them when they make people just meet up and do a dance. But instead, we're all just gonna meet up and go, hey, he. Yep, Porchapalooza. Yeah, we already named it. I didn't call her a soggy taco though. I called her a soft taco. Soggy is way worse. But I just like it came out. I was like, listen, you soft taco. And I don't even know why I said that, because I really like soft tacos. The best street tacos are soft tacos. I just felt like it felt right at the time. And I'm like, you know what? It's a total 2000s burn, I know, but I called her a soft taco. Like, what? Listen, you soggy taco. Well, and I think that's when somebody asked me if I used to be a cheerleader. And I was like, how did you know? And they're like, there are signs. Flash mob. Thank you, guys. That's what it was called. Yeah, so instead of a flash mob, we're all going to just line up like a weird choir and go, Porch Fest, because I like Porchapalooza better. Matt said I'm going to crush this song on karaoke Porchapalooza. Okay, great, Millie. I can't wait to see it. I know. I want some barbacoa right now. I'm so hungry. I have been really bad about eating dinner before. I haven't eaten dinner before the show this whole week. It's been really bad. Stupid. Anyway, be right back. I usually have a no taco rule in the live, but since I brought them up, sorry guys. Guys, this is Daz, Scream Queen. See him right here. Be sure to follow him after this story. We will be rating his live. We're going to go over there. And he plays old-timey spooky radio shows. It's very relaxing. So be sure to grab it now because I won't remember. Because it's not Scream Queen. When you click on it, it's like Dazeth. So follow him now. We're going to go over there. That sounds good, Grandma Mimsy. Sounds so delicious. Anyway, be right back. Oh, hi, Ryan. You made some cheese roll-ups? I know, I'm starving right now. I'm fucking starving, Ryan. I'm so hungry. What the fuck? Wait, I can try dancing to it. Oh my God, Jackson. Next time you're on stage, how often are you on stage, Jackson? What do you mean? I thought you mined opals. You're a very diverse, complex man, aren't you? You mine opals, you dance on stage. Merlin is sleeping right now, snoring. He said not often. Okay. I was like, whoa. Okay, Andrew, don't push it. You said the M word. Watch out now. So did I, Rachel, but now we have Justin and Jackson, the dancing duo. And Justin mines opals, too. Oh, he says he looks like a chicken who lost his head. Okay, that's fine. You do you, boo. Sherry said, I thought you were a plumber. I thought you plumbed. Wait, so is Jackson like in the CIA? Because you thought he was a plumber. He said he's a dancer. And I thought he mined opals. So now... Oh, yes, Amanda made... You know what, Jackson? I shouldn't even be joking because that literally sounds like me when I tell people the things I know how to do and I like to do. They're like, what the hell? Those are not even related at all. So, same. Yeah, exactly. Why not all three? Yep. I love that, Jackson. Because I'm the same way. Same way. But mine are totally different. And I wish I mined opals. That'd be dope. Justin said he dances while he mines. And while he plumbs. Me too, Jackson. It's hyperfixation. That's why I was like, it sounds like me. About 1 million hobbies later, you're like, I knew how to do that once. I became an expert in it for 3 months. What do you think about that? Opals are beautiful. Good one, Jamie. A Jackson of all trades. Nami says, I be dancing too. Yeah, girl. We got a lot of dancers in here. Justin, every time I say I'm putting a pole up, Justin's like, my pole to dance on? Right, Justin? In case you guys haven't noticed yet, Justin writes his dancer names in the chat, and it's become a thing, and it's the funniest shit. That's right, Jackson, it sure is. Submitted for the approval of the Porch Palace Society. Millie! Millie! Submitted for the approval of the Porch Palace Society. This is the tale of the night shift at Sycamore Diner. Justin. West Virginia, Skrilla? I love that. That's the same place my people are from. I'll look at it after the live. Jen. Angelfish, because that's what they did in Are You Afraid of the Dark? Also, Justin, can you pin the Daza again? Jen missed it. I love that, Rachel. Once? Why just once? Jackson, do you do the Thunder Down Under mail review? Because somebody on YT asked. And they said props to plumbers. They've been through some shit. You'll have new opals ready soon, Jackson? Awesome. Also, guys, this is the screen name of who's we're going to raid after this, okay? Yeah, Rachel, I know. The banners stopped moving. Little fuckers. All right, submitted for the approval of the Porch Palace Society. This is the tale of the night shift at Sycamore Diner. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Millie. And Ryan, both of them are dancers. I'm not usually the kind of person who pulls over on back roads at night. Not unless I absolutely have to. But that night, oh, thank you, Ryan. But that night, he said DoorDash something. Thanks, Ryan. Something about the storm, the long drive, and that growling pit in my stomach convinced me otherwise. I was hungry. It was late October, and I was headed back to campus after a weekend visit with my friends in North Carolina. I had a midterm on Monday, and my plan had been to drive straight through. 5 hours, no stops. But then came the rain. One of those cold, slanted, whispery rains. that creeps into your bones and makes the windshield wipers sound like a heartbeat. I had taken the wrong exit, trying to bypass traffic, and I ended up on a 2-lane back road, surrounded by nothing but pine trees and power lines. And that's when I saw the neon sign. SYCAMRE Diner. The O in Sycamore was flickering like it hadn't worked right in years. But the rest was lit up in a cherry red neon. A tiny beacon in the middle of nowhere. I figured I'd grab a quick bite, maybe some coffee, check my map, and get back on the highway. But I should have just kept driving. I should have known something was off the second I stepped inside. Racer dude, you're right. The bell over the door jingled, but not like a normal bell. It made this sharp metallic ping that echoed longer than it should have. Ooh, cool, Taylor. The air inside was warm, almost too warm, and it smelled like grilled onions and pancake syrup. The place looked like it had been yanked straight from 1957. Checkerboard floor, red vinyl booths, a long counter with spinning stools, even a jukebox in the corner that looked like it hadn't worked in decades. And the people? They all stopped and looked at me the second I walked in. Hi, Erica Blows Penis. Welcome back. She lost a bet, y'all, and we think it's the funniest thing in the world. I love it. And her name stuck like that for a whole week. And the people? They all stopped and looked at me the second I walked in. Not in a rude way, just quiet. Like they weren't expecting me. Like I'd walked into the middle of a sentence that no one wanted to finish. It's so funny the way she spelled it too, y'all. It's the best. A waitress, tall, with a beehive hairdo and a light blue uniform. You are living your best life. Smiled and waved me over. You get caught in the rain, sweetheart, she said, handing me a laminated menu. I nodded, still trying to shake off that weird feeling. Yeah, the highway's a mess. She chuckled, patted my shoulder. Well, you're safe here. Sycamore's always open for travelers. Thank you, Honest. Thank you, Kendi. I sat down at a corner booth. The vinyl creaked, and I remember the jukebox shifted songs by itself and started playing some slow doo-wop ballad that I didn't recognize. I looked around and everyone looked normal, sort of. There was a trucker with a thick gray beard, drinking coffee at the counter. A young couple whispering to each other in a booth by the jukebox. And an older woman stirring tea like she was lost in thought. But they all had this same look in their eyes, like they were there but also somewhere else. Like they were watching me out of the corner of their eyes even when they were looking down. The waitress came back with coffee, strong, hot, and surprisingly good. And I ordered a grilled cheese with fries. Simple, safe. She wrote it down with one of those clicky pens and said, "Don't worry, it's on the house tonight." And that was my second red flag. No diner just gives food away. While I waited, I took out my phone to check the map. No signal, and I mean nothing. No bars, no Wi-Fi, not even GPS. Just a blank screen with a spinning wheel. I glanced out the foggy window, and the storm was still going, but now the wind had picked up. I could see the power lines swaying like jump ropes in the dark. But the diner stayed perfectly lit, not even a flicker. The food came fast, too fast, like under 5 minutes. But it looked amazing. Golden bread, gooey cheese, crispy fries with a little metal cup of ketchup on the side. I took a bite. Delicious. I mean, I've eaten at a lot of diners, greasy spoons, college joints, and roadside shacks, but this was hands down the best grilled cheese I've ever had. The fries were perfect, and the coffee never ran out. Every time I took a sip, it was somehow full again. I was halfway through the sandwich when the trucker got up to leave. He walked right past my table, nodded once, and whispered, "Don't stay past midnight." That's all he said. What? But he was already out the door. The waitress gave me a tight smile and walked over collecting his empty mug. "Good night, Tiffany. Sweet dreams, see you tomorrow." Old Earl, he's always saying weird stuff, just ignore him. But I couldn't. Something about his voice stuck with me. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you so much. Something about the way he looked at me. Not like I was a customer, but like I was in danger. I checked the clock over the register. 11:42. I figured I had just enough time to finish my fries, grab the check, and head out. I still had at least 3 hours left on the road. But when I stood up, the lights flickered just once and then again. And then everything in the diner stopped moving. The couple by the jukebox froze mid-sentence. The woman with the tea stopped stirring, her spoon hanging in midair. Yeah, I pinned you, Fairy Witch. The couple by the jukebox froze mid-sentence. The woman with the tea stopped stirring, her spoon hanging in midair. The waitress, her hand reached out for a mug, just stopped like someone hit pause on the entire scene. I took a step back, and the jukebox buzzed, glitched, and restarted a new track. I could still move, but no one else could. And then I heard it. Not music, not a storm, a voice. Not coming from anyone I could see. "Good night, Kyle. Sweet dreams." Just a whisper that seemed to echo from the walls themselves. I backed toward the door, my heart hammering in my chest, and I turned the knob. Locked, of course it's locked. I tried the windows, but they were sealed shut. I started banging on the glass and shouting, but no one was outside. Just wind and rain and that flickering red sign. Thank you, Mackenzie. SYCAMRE. I turned back toward the dining room and everyone was gone. Not frozen anymore, just gone. 300K, you guys are amazing. The booths were empty. No plates, no crumbs, no mugs. No sign that anyone had ever even been there. Except for my plate. still warm and still half-eaten. And then I saw the waitress. She was standing by the kitchen doors, her silhouette backlit by flickering fluorescent light. Her face was wrong. The same eyes, the same smile, but her eyes were empty, black and endless, like someone had painted over them. "You shouldn't be here, honey," she said in that same cheerful voice. "Not yet." I stumbled back, knocking over a chair as she took one slow step toward me. The others, they were waiting, but you just wandered in. She raised a hand and the walls began to shimmer. Literally shimmer. Like heat waves on asphalt. The checkered floor rippled, and the red booths started to fade, becoming outlines and then shadows and then nothing. And then I saw it. Underneath the illusion. It was charred wood, cracked tile, broken beams, and black soot. Like the diner had burned down long ago. I ran. I don't even remember how I got out. One second I was inside, and the next, I was on the side of the road, soaked to the bone and gasping for air. My car was still there, pulled up with the ceiling missing, parked on gravel that didn't even look like a lot anymore. Just weeds and puddles. No neon sign. No glowing windows, just nothing. I drove back to campus that night in silence. No 2 Chainz. No Porch Lore podcast. I kept glancing in the rearview mirror, half expecting to see that red neon flicker back to life. I didn't tell anyone. Not for weeks. Not until I finally looked up Sycamore Diner on a local history site. And I found it. It burned to the ground in 1972. A gas leak. The whole place went up at midnight and everyone inside was killed. 5 patrons, a waitress, and a cook. The photo in the article? The same checkerboard floor, the same red booths, and the same neon sign. SYCAMORE. In the corner of the photo, that same waitress, smiling. I never took that back road again. I don't even drive at night anymore, if I can help it. And every time I see a neon diner sign, something in me flinches just a little. Because I know I was there. And I know I wasn't supposed to be. But the part that keeps me up sometimes, the part that really makes my stomach turn, that was the best damn grilled cheese I've ever had. And I didn't even pay for it. And that's the tale of the night shift at Sycamore Diner. And yes, is it Demetrius? Yes, I said 2 Chainz. I also said that my car was still there, pulled up with the ceiling missing. I like to sneak it in sometimes because I love 2 Chainz. And lots of other rappers. Yeah, I love rap, and so I always sneak it in. I sneak it in. Like I named my pet seal in one of the stories, Curtis, after the wise philosopher Curtis Jackson, and I love him. So yeah, I'm a weird gal. Welcome in. All right, guys, we're going to go raid Daz's live now. We go over there and we say porch raid. And then we all give him likes and say hi. And he plays spooky old radio shows. It's very cool. It's very fun. So I'll see you guys over there. Usually come over and joke around, but that was scary. Oh, that's the one we end with. Oh yeah, Demetricus. I remember. Yep. I'm glad you're back. All right, guys, we're headed to Daz's. Justin, do you want to pin it one more? Oh, there we go. Perfect. If you want to meet us over there, this is his screen name. He plays vintage radio shows, spooky stories. It's very interesting. I know Fauzi never came back. I don't know what happened to him. He tried to eat Justin, though, so that was kind of weird. Bye, Demetricus. See you tomorrow. Sweet dreams. Also, guys, we'll see you over there. If you can't sleep, you can also go to my YT channel where I have all of these videos and a bedtime stories playlist. And don't forget, stay spooky.